Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking in on the US MJ sector, starting with MJNA, we finally got the break of the tight range. It took way longer than anticipated. As soon as 12.5 broke, that was the signal. We had multiple tops at 12.5. And you can see the day that we did break 12.5, we went all the way up to 13.8 right away. So we rejected from the upper Bollinger Band resistance, and we've been consolidating since then. The good thing for the bulls is, number one, we got a bull break of that tight range rather than a bear break, which would have happened if we broke 11.4, which was multiple bottoms. So the range was clear. And we're also seeing decreasing bear volume on this pullback. So in my opinion, a nice entry point would be 12.5, and we can see the low of Friday was 12.6. So 12.5 previous strong resistance, and we would look for 12.5 to act as support now on the way back down, and the resistance the bulls need to get over is now 14 cents, and then after 14 cents, 14.5 to break the lower high pattern on the daily time frame. So progress this week for the bulls, and we can see that on the weekly time frame. We rejected from the 200-week moving average the last 2 weeks, got above that level, and as I kept saying, the decreasing volume pattern associated with the tightening range and consolidation, and you look for a spike in volume when that pattern breaks, and you can see a perfect break of that tight pattern, inside candlestick on the weekly time frame breaking for the bulls, and there's that spike in volume. So 14 and 14.5 are resistance, 12.5 and 11.4 are support, and a nice job by the bulls to hold on here to the daily time frame. As we know, the U.S. marijuana sector has had multiple runs at the start of New Year's. So we're going to be looking to see if that's going to occur again sometime in the next month, and we'll be keeping an eye out for volume. GRNH also made a bull break. We have the clear lower high pattern ever since the election. There's our first higher low, and then we had a higher high. So now we're back testing and holding the middle Bollinger Band and 100-day moving average supports at 6.9 and 7 cents. Clear resistance is up at 0.865, and we rejected from the upper Bollinger Band multiple times, same as MJNA. So we now need to see these Bollinger Bands level out and begin ascending. They got really tight as the range traded sideways, and now the bulls need to see that ascend to create room to the upside as we keep rejecting from that level. So must hold the middle Bollinger Band support, clear upper Bollinger Band resistance, and we'll see if that begins ascending to the upside. Bullish reversal candlestick last week, technically confirmed, but a big upper wick of profit taking by the end of this week. Obviously, the bulls would have liked to have closed stronger, but after this 100-week moving average acted as resistance time and time again throughout 2016, it's now support, and it's acting as support time and time again. 3 bounces off that level before the bulls showed up. Previous resistance, now acting as support. This 100-week moving average is a very key level to be keeping an eye on in the long term. CBIS also made a bullish break. We had that break occur back here earlier. It was one of the first to make a bullish break with the higher low and then the higher high. Still maintaining some nice higher lows. We had that high of 439, and we did not break that level yet. So that's clear resistance from here, and then we're looking up at 5 cents after 439. Back testing and holding the middle Bollinger Band support of 0.038. And again, the Bollinger Bands are tight. Bollinger Bands need to expand now to create room to the upside. A setback for the bulls would be a break of this consolidation low of 375, and that would have us looking down at 3.3 if 375 were to break. Weekly time frame, you can see the upper wicks of profit taking, lack of follow through for the bulls. Need to see some nice strong closes at the end of the week to ensure that the bulls are back. So a little bit of a double top, 439, 435, clear resistance to watch going forward. Hemp, and I know I have been bearish on this name for a very long time, and that's not going to change because there is absolutely no sign of the bulls. You see all these other names seeing bullish breaks at the tight range, and here we are about to test a must-hold support level of 2.6. 2.6 is a double bottom, and if we break it, it's just another lower high and lower low. And you can see we have not seen a strong green day in hemp since really back at the end of November. So 3 weeks now with all bearish action, no sign of the bulls in sight. Weekly time frame, we have seen 7 red weeks in a row. Make that 6 red weeks in a row. All moving averages resistance, and bears in full control. TRTC is also very weak. It's right there with hemp in terms of not seeing any bullish action. Very clearly lower highs and lower lows. Attempting to form a higher low now at 2.5, 25 cents. Did not confirm that bullish reversal candlestick on Friday, so the bears are still in control. And we would have to see a break all the way back up above 327 in order for the bulls to be making any progress in reversing this trend. So after the 4 we've done so far, MJNA and GRNH and CBIS, all 3 of them have made bull breaks already on the daily time frame from the pattern of consolidation since the election, whereas hemp and TRTC clear bears comparatively. Last, we're looking at AMMJ. It's still tight. It has not made a break in either direction. We have the support with the higher lows at 6.4 and then up to 6.9, and resistance with the lower highs 9.4 and then down to 8.9. So tight Bollinger Bands need to see a break of 0.0939 to be exact to break the lower high pattern. And if we were to see a break of 69 cents, that would be a bearish break. So the sector leaders in terms of volume, MJNA, they have already broken bullish, so that would have me looking for a bullish break on AMMJ, also because of the overall trend. Definitely worth keeping an eye on the weekly time frame. Nice uptrend over the past year and a half. Back testing and holding the 200-week moving average support multiple times. Inside candlesticks on the weekly time frame, 3 candlesticks in a row. And if we get a break of 89 cents next week, that will be a bullish break on the weekly time frame. I do still like AMMJ because of the overall long-term trend. It is one of the newer names out of this group, and it does not have as significant dilution over the 6 years of trading that these other names have seen. So I like this weekly time frame. Definitely worth keeping an eye on AMMJ for the long term. And we'll see which direction we get a break here, likely this coming week. So that's the wrap up for the USMJ sector, keeping an eye on the volume as we do approach the new year, and historically this has been a bullish time for the sector. We'll see if that pattern continues. I appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of your weekend.